Basically, there was no theme actually. We were just told to go to the field and observe the field and bring stories from the field. So even representation from the field there was no limitations in representation. So you can put it in words, you can do drama, you can make movies, you can just bring the soundscapes from the space. This vast freedom of representing the space was very interesting for me, and that's where that's the only possibility you can bring the space, stories from the space to the stories from the field to the space where you want to represent it. Otherwise, it will be very difficult if you restrict the medium.
We worked very hard on the Practica, and we come from different disciplines, and so there were moments of agreement, moments of disagreement, and then we worked together and we finally like presented, which was well regarded, and that was something that, I mean, that gives me a lot of confidence in my not only my abilities, but also my ability to work with people and to work with disagreement.
We never had such space in law college where we would just send to a particular site and told explore and come up with something on your own. We are not giving you anything. You just have to discover and learn things about that field on your own, come up with a topic and present it the way you want to.
It was really nice actually. So one of my roommate is UI designer, so he mostly studies human behavior. So even like the first time we are actually exposed to the field, like we were just told to go out to Ejipur and Kea market. So there he was telling me about how a particular road or a particular house has certain height to actually have that sort of a behavior where children don't run out into the road very fast. So these sort of things are really fun. Like some things that I will never think of, they are making me think.
The practical experience was very helpful and definitely I learned a lot, especially because it was like not only like a theoretical or academic sort of learning, but it was like a hands-on experience. And also simultaneously, while we would come back to class and engage with the discussion with the professors and all, and we would tell them, and they would give us feedback, and the process simultaneously happening was, I think, very good learning experience.
In the past, I'd approached mental health, climate change, all in isolation. But to have it, Practica, what really stood out for me in Practica was that it was rooted in field research. And that's something that in the past I've really felt the lack in my workplace, in the workplace that I've worked at, because you're with internet and with people on the phone, you're encouraged to really just talk on the phone or do secondary research. And Practica, with every week, you were really pushed to go on field and observe, and that kind of destroys any preconceived notions that you might have or any knowledge that you think you already have, right? And sometimes you approach things that other people have perceived in certain ways, and you approach it in a completely new way, and that's because of your own lived experience and your own training. And so yeah, I know that in the future, no matter where I work, I can start negotiating for more field research and engagement based on my experience in Practica itself. That, and the fact that there are so many factors at play to create one single instance of whatever is being observed.